What's up YouTube, and welcome to this Defenders and Iron Fist trailer video. So quite a lot of stuff has actually come out of the Marvel New York Comic Con Netflix panel. So let's have a look at the trailer first for Iron Fist, and then we'll break down the rest of the stuff that actually happened in the panel, as quite a lot of big reveals occurred. So we can see here we've got Danny Rand returning to New York after all of the things that happened with his parents passing away, and him travelling to Kunlun, which is where he learned the powers of becoming the Iron Fist. So, like with most of these Netflix shows, apart from possibly Jessica Jones, we have two villains in the fold. So the idea of Iron Fist is that Danny Rand has come back to New York after years of being presumed dead, and ready to take back his family's fortune, his family's company, the Rand Corporation. So, what is going to happen is he's going to come back and find that the nasty Meachams have taken over this company and are complete and utter massive douchebags. So, I expect that will probably be like the first half of the season and the story. Interestingly, Madame Gao from Daredevil will be making an appearance here in the Iron Fist Netflix show, which is pretty interesting because it's a character who is steeped in the Iron Fist story, and it's been confirmed that she is the one who ordered Danny Rand to be taken to Kunlun and be trained in the ways of the Iron Fist there. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they're linking them together, and they're linking them together a lot more now as we move towards the whole Defenders show, because they need to be linked because the Hand is the villain of that show. So we've got a brand new hallway scene, and it seems like every single Netflix show is going to have its own hallway scene. So these dudes here are having hatchets and also aren't masked, which is going against the Hand. So I'm not sure if they actually are the Hand or if they are Madame Gao's thugs who he will be fighting against, who has perhaps somehow worked with the Meachams to get this company, which is very curious. And this will have to do with a lot with his father and how his father ran the company, because in the comics it was his father who went there first to the mystical place to learn to train. So this woman here is Colleen Wing, who will be the kind of, I guess, Claire Temple, Misty Knight kind of blonde girl from Daredevil, can't remember her name off the top of my head, who will be assisting Iron Fist throughout the series, and she is herself a certified badass, and in the comics has helped Misty Knight on many numerous occasions. So she is a complete and utter kick-ass-er. So it's going to be cool seeing her and seeing such a good portrayal of an Asian woman in the media, which is much needed, to be honest. And it's good to get some representation throughout these shows. So we're going to see her probably in this cage fight, weirdly, and we're going to see her possibly hunt down Danny Rand, as her father was the one who sent her to go and find Iron Fist. So his powers obviously come through his fists, which produce heat, fire, etc., whatever you want to call it. Now, I'm not too much of a fan of what it looks like in this clip so far, because it looks a bit too much like the extremist stuff from Iron Man 3 and early Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But I'm sure in action it will look good. Now, we've got Sigourney Weaver, who will be joining the Defenders as the big bad of that. Now, we thought it would be the Hand, and the Hand will incredibly, obviously, be involved quite a lot and be one of the sub-villains, I think. But in some capacity, Sigourney Weaver will be the huge enemy villain of the piece. Now, they didn't name who she would be, and I haven't really got a good idea yet, because I don't want to put any predictions up on the internet as to who she will be, but I'll have a think about it and probably make another video on that soon. But it's very exciting to have such a big name and one of my favourite actresses in the role of the villain for the Defenders. We also got confirmation, in case we didn't know it already, from the set photos that the Punisher series is actually filming right now, and also The Defenders is filming next month. And Karen Page will be joining the cast of the Punisher, so we're going to get that link to the other seasons as well. But I expect that the Punisher will operate mostly on his own, and I expect that perhaps it will turn up in the Defenders when shit goes really, really towards the fan, which will be pretty sweet to see the Punisher in action and kicking all kinds of fucking ass. But that's it. We've also got a brand new Netflix show actually been announced, but I've only seen it briefly. I've seen briefly in a couple of the reports from the panels that Masters of Kung Fu will be the next series to come out around the same time as The Punisher, but I'm not sure how true that is because this seems to be deleted from a lot of the articles that I've read. But that is it for that video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.